On the inside of row number 2, it'll be the 18C out of Buffalo, Missouri, of Tracy Cottrell. And on the outside of him from Sparta, Missouri, it'll be the 5 of John Briggs. Row number 3 on the inside will be the 91 of Eddie Schroop. And on the outside of him will be the 13W of Nathan Wheeler out of Neosho, Missouri. And in row number 4 from Buffalo, Missouri, it'll be the 23 of Mark Simon. Here we go, lights are off, ladies and gentlemen. Get on the edge of your seats. It's the KRC Heat Race number 1. 10 laps will be your distance. Green flag in the air, we're racing. McCormick out with a great start as he comes down the backstretch, your leader. As we're 2 wide there for the battle there for third between the 91 of Eddie Schroop. As here comes the 23 of Mark Simon now on the inside as we're 3 wide there for second. Mark Simon now on the inside of the 66 of Caden Campbell. Mark Simon starting in the back row all the way up in your second spot, but still your leader out in front, the 42 of Brandon McCormick. Brandon McCormick still your leader as he comes out of turn number 4. The 23 of Mark Simon in second. The 66 of Caden Campbell in third. Mark Simon now on the inside of the 42 of McCormick. They're side by side going to turn number 4. Will we have a new race leader? Yes, we do. The 23 out of Buffalo, Missouri. Mark Simon, your new race leader. The 42 of Brandon McCormick sitting in your second spot as the 91 of Eddie Schroop now trying to work on the 66 of Caden Campbell there for the third spot. Mark Simon still your leader. Brandon McCormick in second. Schroop in the 91 now on the inside of Campbell in the 66. As a 91 of Eddie Schroop now sitting in the third spot. As the caution comes out. So we got the 13, I believe, of Nathan Wheeler. Correction, the 18 of Tracy Cottrell bringing out the caution in turn number 3. We'll line it back up here. Your leader right now in the Rocket from Buffalo, Missouri, the 23 of Mark Simon. In second, hometown man right there, the 42 of Brandon McCormick sitting there in your second spot. On the outside of him, the 91 of Eddie Schroop be making his way over there to turn number 3. Get a look there from the officials there. Pulling a little medal there on the 91. Heat race number 1 brought to you by KRC. Your heat race number 1 sponsor. Here we go as they come down the front stretch. Lights will be going off. Looking for the green flag next time. Will the 42 of Brandon McCormick have anything for the 23 of Mark Simon? Here we go. Lights are off. Green flag in the air. Mark Simon, your leader, going to turn number 3 to 42 of McCormick in second. 13 of Nathan Wheeler. On the inside now to 66 of Caden Campbell there for fourth. White flag in the air. One more lap to go for the 23 of Mark Simon. Checker flag in the air for the 23 of Mark Simon. Your heat race winner number 1, the KRC heat race, will go to the 23 of Mark Simon. Here we go, heat race number 2, brought to you by Powertrain Industries, coming out. Starting on the pole from Yosho, Missouri, it'll be the 82 of Jace Brumley. On the outside of him, out of Buffalo, Missouri, in the 5A, it'll be Rendell Ames. Row number 2 on the inside from Joplin, Missouri, it'll be 83 of Chuck Comer. On the outside of him, out of Clover, Missouri, in car number 9, it'll be Darren Chrysler. Row number 3 on the inside from Nixon, Missouri, it'll be the 26P of Glenn Powell. And starting on the outside of row number 3 from Wheelerville, Missouri, your point leader, the 7 of Cole Wells. Green flag in the air, race on! Jace Plumley, your leader, 83 of Chuck Comer in second. He has a 7 of Cole Wells up already up in third. One lap in as Cole Wells now on the inside of 83 of Chuck Comer. Wells now knocking positions off as he's up there in your second spot now. On the inside, battling in for the lead now. He's your new race leader in the Midwest Sheet Metal point leader. Now your leader in the Powertrain Industries heat race number 2. The 7 of Cole Wells with the Yeoman horsepower underneath the hood there of that 7 car. As he is out in front. He's extending his lead there in heat race number 2. The 83 of Chuck Comer in second. With the 82 of Jace Plumley in third. Pretty much now single file all the way around the mighty Lebanon Midway Speedway. As Cole Wells out in front, just running his line. Has a pretty good distance on to your second place, the 83 of Chuck Comer. The 88, the 82 of Jace Plumley in third. Cole Wells was the feature winner on opening night at Legit Speedway, as he just has 2 more laps to go for the 7 of Cole Wells. Cole Wells will be coming out of turn number 4. White flag in the air. 1 more lap to go for the 7 of Cole Wells. Checker flag in the air for the 7 of Cole Wells. 83 of Chuck Comer second. 82 of Jace Plumley third. your heat race winner number 2, the Midwest Sheet Metal point leader in the Cash Money Super Late Model Series, the 7 of Cole Wells. Now coming out on the racetrack, it's the POWRi Tire and Auto heat race number 3. 10 laps will be your distance. On the pole from Muskogee, Oklahoma, it's the 15 of Mike Anderson. On the outside of him from the Osho, Missouri car, the 1/4, it'll be Aaron Scroggins. Row number 2 on the inside out of Diamond, Missouri, it'll be the 71 of Jim Body. On the outside of him from Spokane, Missouri, it'll be the 26D of Jonathan Dean. Row number 3 on the inside will be the 52 of Brett Testerman out of Miami, Oklahoma. And on the outside of him will be the 33 of Mike Bentner. Green flag here, we're racing. Mike Anderson off of a great start as Aaron Scroggins in the 71 of Jim Body battling there for a second. As they come out of turn number 4, 15 of Mike Anderson will take lap number 1. 71 of Jim Body now on the inside of the 15 of Anderson as he slides on the inside there. We got a car though turn around there in turn number 2 as the yellow flag comes out. As we got a car in turn number 2. Sideways there sitting in turn number 2. Dirt Track Bank, Cash Money Super Late Models. The title sponsor presented by Midwest Sheet Metals. As the 71 of Jim Bonney chooses the inside lane, the 1/4 of Aaron Scroggins on the outside of him. Your leader though, out of Muskogee, Oklahoma, the 15 of Mike Anderson. In that rocket chassis. Green flag in the air. Jim Body and Aaron Scroggins battling there as Jim Body shoots off of turn number 2, battling there for the lead. As now we got 3 cars up front battling there for the lead, but caution comes out. So we got a car up in turn number 3, the 52. Brett Testerman. That will be his second caution by himself. He'll be making his way to the pits. $15 of Mike Anderson. After that little short run there, he'll have his hands full. As Jim Body and Aaron Scroggins is battling hard right behind him. As the 71 of Jim Body chooses the inside lane. On the outside of him will be the 1/4 of Aaron Scroggins. Your next one on the inside will be the 33 of Mike Bittner. On the outside of him will be the 26D of Jonathan Dean. Lights are off. We'll see if the 15 of Mike Anderson will have a good restart here. Keep your eye on the 71 of Jim Body and the 1/4 of Aaron Scroggins. Green flag back in the air. Mike Anderson, your leader. As Jim Body sitting in a second spot, the 1/4 of Aaron Scroggins in third. Jim Body now on the inside of the 15 of Anderson, but Anderson pulling away down the backstretch. Keep your eye on Body as he gains ground here in turn number 1. Seems like he gains some ground in turn number 1 now. He's right on the inside of the 15 of Anderson as they come out of turn number 4. 15 of Anderson right now has his hands full with the 71 of Jim Body on the inside now. Hart charging hard on the inside as they come out of turn number 4. Mike Anderson still holding his position as the leader. Here comes the 71 of Jim Body now. As he comes out of turn number 2, taking over the lead. Jim Body now your new race leader, the 15 of Mike Anderson in second. 1/4 of Aaron Scroggins in third. Pretty much single file now all the way around the mighty Lebanon Midway Speedway with the 71 of Body. The very comfortable lead out in front. The 15 of Mike Anderson in second. 2 more laps to go for the 71 of Jim Body. Jim Body getting the white flag. 1 more lap to go. In the Pro Lube Tire and Auto Heat Race number 3. Checkered flag in the air for the 71 of Jim Body. The 15 of Mike Anderson second. And the 1/4 of Aaron Scroggins in third. Your Pro Lube Tire and Auto Heat Race winner number 3 out of Diamond, Missouri. And that Victory Circle chassis, the 71 of Jim Body. Midwest Mod Drivers, the B feature lineup is on the board. Midwest Mod Drivers, the B feature lineup is on the board. Here comes our final heat race for the Dirt Track Bank Cash Money Super Late Models. It's the Extreme Friction Fighter heat race number 4. Starting on the pole to be the 41 of Kenyon Meffin. On the outside of him from Diamond, Missouri to be the 28 of Kylan Garner. Row number 2 on the inside. It'll be the 33 of Tyrell Jones. On the outside of him from the Osho, Missouri to be the USA 1 of Chris Hawkins. In row number 3 on the inside will be the 49 of Eddie Martin. And on the outside of him, he's the Bass Livestock rookie point leader from Raw, Missouri, the 10 of Jason Walls. Lights are off. 6 cars in the heat race number 4 for the Extreme Friction Fighter final heat race for the Dirt Track Bank Cash Money Super Late Models. Green flag in the air. We're racing. 41 of Meffin, your leader, the 28 of Gardner in second with the 45. 49 of Eddie Martin in third. Meffin running the top side of around the mighty Midway Speedway as the 28 of Gardner now sliding on the inside of the 41 of Meffin. Kaden Meffin, your leader with the 28 of Gardner. Battling right there on the inside of the 41 as they go to turn number 3. 49 of Eddie Martin in second. But your new race leader, the 28 of Kylan Garner. As now he's out in front. As the 41 of Kenan Meffin falls back to second. 28 of Kylan Garner out of Diamond, Missouri. Yeah, sponsored by Double Down Asphalt. Kylan Gardner, your leader in the 41 of Kenan Meffin in second. 49 of Eddie Martin in third. Good battle back there for fifth. As Bass Livestock rookie point leader, 10 of Jason Walls, sitting right there in your fifth spot. As now Tyrell Jones now. Tyrell Jones and the 10 of Jason Walls battling hard. But the 28 of Kylan Garner has 2 more laps to go. .28 of Kylan Garner coming out turn number 4. White flag in the air. 1 more lap to go for the 28 of Kylan Garner. That double down asphalt. So he's trying to get the Extreme Friction Fighter Heat Race number 4 win as he just has half a straightaway to go. Checkered flag in the air for the 28 of Kylan Garner. The 41 of Kenyon Meffin second. 49 of Eddie Martin third. Ladies and gentlemen, your Extreme Friction Fighter Heat Race winner number 4. This time we want to thank a few of our sponsors to help us out each and every week. Starnes All About Eating Grass, David Lehman Insurance, Nature's Pantry, B&J Ford Antiques, CNS Towing of Lebanon, Midway Auction, McGuire Performance, Results Advertising, Spectrum Design, and Douglas Tire and Auto. We also want to thank Shauna Grindstaff. Midway Speedway has lots of memorable moments and lots of racing action throughout the evening. And we want to thank Shauna Grindstaff, our track photographer. She captures all the racing action each and every week here at Lebanon Midway Speedway. Also tonight, we got ShowMeDirt and Ozarks Racing TV on hand with us tonight. Help capture video that will be posted later this week. Here we go with the feature for the Dirt Track Bank Cash Money Super Late Models. Twelve laps be your distance in the B feature. Here we go, lights are off. Nice and steady, side by side. Green flag in the air, we're racing. Jason Walls and Chris Hawkins battling there for a second. Out in front, the 9 of Darren Chrysler, your race leader. As they won a USA 1 of Chris Hawkins in second, the 10 of Walls in third. As we got cars there in turn number 2, caution comes out. So we got 2 5s over there in the bottom of turn number 2. 5 of John Briggs and a 5A of Rendell Ames. There as the caution comes out. I believe we got one lap in. The 9 of Darren Crisler, your leader. The USA 1 of Chris Hawkins. Having a choice now between the bottom and the top. He will choose the bottom. So the 10 of Walls will go on the outside of him. Then the 66 of Caden Campbell will be on the bottom. And on the outside of him will be the 18 of Tracy Crochell. Here we go, lights are off. Green flag back in the air. As a 5-star, John Briggs pulls off. Caution comes out as a 5 of Rendell Ames. Oh, at the same spot. Previous caution, turn number 2. Here we go, lights are off. As USA 1 of Chris Hawkins chooses the bottom lane once again. 10 of Jason Walls. On the outside, still your leader though is the 9 of Darren Crisler. Green flag in the air. Darren Crisler, Chris Hawkins in second. Your top 5, single file. As they get their second lap in. 10 more laps to go with this B feature. Your top 3, all single file up front. A lot of racing going on back there mid-pack. As Tyrell Jones on the inside of the 2016 of Jonathan Green battling there. 4-6. Darren Crisler having a comfortable lead out in front. Ford Collins leading for the USA 1 of Chris Hawkins. Lebanon Midway Speedway. Crisler, your leader, Hawkins in second, Walls in third. Cottrell in fourth in 18C. Front goes still the 9 of Darren Crisler. As the 10 of Walls getting ground there on the 1 of Chris Hawkins. That battle there for second, heating up now as Walls is on the inside of the 1 of Hawkins. Good battle there for seconds. They're going to turn number 3. Walls right there on the inside of Hawkins pull way down the front stretch. Caution comes out as we got smoke coming out of 33 of Tyrell Jones. Lights are off. white flag in the air. Racing. Tracy Cortrell sitting for fourth spot. That's the 66 of Campbell. Falls back to fourth. Excuse me, fifth. As 2 more laps to go for the 9 of Darren Chrysler. As the 9 of Darren Chrysler goes across the line, white flag in the air, 1 more lap to go. Checker flag in the air for the 9 of Darren Chrysler. The USA Water Chris Hawkins second. And a 10 of Jason Walls third. So your B feature winner will go to the 9 of Darren Chrysler. USA Water Chris Hawkins second, and the 10 of Jason Walls third. $20 cars. How's the Rolla Lions Club pace truck getting ready to lead them around the mighty Lebanon Midway Speedway. You hear that, ladies and gentlemen? That's the sound of some horsepower right there. In the pace truck there, ladies and gentlemen, the Rolla Lions Club pace truck. Win that truck right there in the raffle. So, ladies and gentlemen, they carry the flags. It's for the Tony Roper Memorial. Tony Roper was born in Springfield, Missouri. Growing up, his family was involved in auto racing. His father was a noted competitor in the ARCA and other stock car series. He lost his life in a truck race at Texas Motor Speedway. Ladies and gentlemen, they're giving you the 4-wide salute. I want everybody on your feet. Everybody on your feet. Put them hats up in the air, put your hands up in the air. When these drivers come down the front stretch, they'll have their hands out the window. They got the flags in the air. They'll be giving you guys a salute like you haven't seen. Hey everybody, when they come out of turn number 4, starting on the red bleachers, I want you to hoop and holler. I want you to wave your hands. It's the stars of the Cash Money Super Late Model Series carrying the stars and stripes of this great country. It is your Tony Roper A feature. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Great job, great job. There you have it. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the stars of the Cash Money Super Late Model Series. As the track officials now collect the stars and stripes of this great country. It's good, ladies and gentlemen, to live into the United States of America. So we got the freedom each and every Friday night to come out here to Lebanon Midway Speedway or any track and support racing. But it's time for them drivers to buckle down them straps, get them tightened up. Laps will be your distance. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Get on the edge of your seats. These late model drivers are going to put on a great show for you tonight for the Tony Roper Memorial. The lights are off as they're stacked up. We're ready to roar here at the mighty Lebanon Midway Speedway. Here we go. Official just making sure. Got told that somebody had a flat, but that wasn't the case. The lights be going back off. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for the Tony Roper Memorial. They come out of turn number 4, green flag in the air. We're racing. Mike Anderson and Colwell is already battling hard for the lead. Here comes the 71 of Jim Body. Jim Body now on the inside of the 7 of Colwell's. Who's going to take lap number 1? The 71 of Jim Body. Jim Body and Colwell's battling there. Now the 23 of Mark. We got trouble though. Caution is out. As we got cars in the middle of turn number 1. We got 66 of Caden Campbell, the 41 of Kenyon Meffin, and the 1/4 of Aaron Scroggins. Look at the cars over there on the back stretch there, making sure everybody's good. We'll get them lined back up here. Try to get some racing in here. Here we go. The 7-1 of Jim Body, still your leader. The 7 of Cole Wells in second. Here we go. Stacking them up here. Lights are off. Get ready to go back racing. Here we go. Lights are off. Green flag back in the air. Simon and Gardner battling here for third. As we go to turn number 3, Jim Body, the leader to 7 of Caldwell's in second. As they come across the lane there. 2 laps in. Yes, 82, 83. Yep. Chuck Comer up in your top 5. Jim Body trying to hold on to 7 of Wells. Four laps in. 71 of Body still your leader. 7 of Colwell sitting there in second. The 23 of Mark Simon in third. The 28 of Kylan Gardner in fourth. Five laps in, now 6 laps in. As the 71 of Jim Body still out in front. But the caution comes out. So we got 2 cars in the middle of turn number 4. Got the 26 again, Glenn Powell in the 5, or excuse me, the 66 of Caden Campbell. The lights are back off. Looking for a green flag this time. Green flag in the air, racer! Wells and Simon. William Hart there for second. As here comes the 28 of Kylan Gardner and 83 of Chuck Comer. Battling there for fourth. Gardner on the inside of 83. As here comes the 28 of Kylan Gardner. Eight laps in. 71 of Jim Body still your leader. As now the 10 of Jason Walls battling back there. D3 of Chuck Comer battling back there for the 5th spot. As Jason Walls moves us a spot now into your top 5. Jim Body still out in front though. As the 7 of Colwell's in second. 23 of Mark Simon in third. Mark Simon now inching his way on behind the 7 of Colwell's as he's gaining ground there. Keep your eye on the 23 of Simon. Now Simon out the inside of the 7 of Colwell's. We got ourselves a race for second. Simon and Wells side by side going into turn number 4. Right now the 71 of Jim Body trying to pull away from the battle there for second. As Simon and Wells battle there for second. The 71 of Jim Body pull away. Simon and Wells still duking it out there for second. Simon on the inside, Wells on the outside as they go to turn number 1. As now the 23 of Simon now pulled away from the 7 of Colwell's. The Colwell's now inching his way back on the outside of the 23 of Simon. The Simon now pulled away as the caution comes out. So we got the 15A Mike Anderson. Here we go. Lights are off. Jim Body will lead them to the green flag. Green flag in the air. Racer. Simon and Wells battling in for a second. He has 83. Chuck Comer battling with the 10 of Jason Walls. As now Wells back up in second. The 23 of Simons right there with Wells though. And the 71 of Jim Bonney out in front, still your leader. As the 28 of Kylan Garner off the pace there. Looks like mechanical issues there for the 28 of Kylan Garner. As the 23 of Simon now back on the inside of the 7 of Cole Wells. Simon and Wells still battling there for a second. Trying to reel in the 71 of Jim Bonney. 19 laps in. Jim comes across the line here, 21 laps down. As Simon still sticking with the 7 of Paul Wells there for a second. What about the hometown boy, the 42 of Brandon McCormick? In your top 5, sitting there in the 42, Brandon McCormick. Simon and Wells still battling there for a second. Simon off backing down. The 7 of Cole Wells running the top side of Midway Speedway. As the 23 of Simon slides it in there. As they go all the way now on the turn number 3. But the 71 of Jim Bonney still out in front, but looks like lap traffic. We get it away here in a lap or so. We'll see how the 71 of Jim Bonney will take the lead of the lap traffic here. See if the 23 of Mark Simon and the 7 of Cole Wells can take advantage and gain some ground here. As the 71 now is catched up to some lap traffic. As the 49 pulls off the racetrack there. Royal still racing. Now Jim Bonney now in the midst of some loud traffic. The 23 of Mark Simon. Can he gain some ground here on the 71 of Jim Bonney? Here we go. Mark Simon trying to gain some ground, but the 71 of Jim Bonney got around the 13 of Nathan Wheeler here. As now he'll try to pull away here. 2 more laps to go. Will the 23 of Mark Simon catch the 71 of Jim Bonney? As they come out of turn number 4. White flag in the air. 1 more lap to go. The 71 of Jim Bonney just has 2 more turns and half a straightaway. Here we go, the 71 of Jim Bonney getting the checkered flag. The 23 of Mark Simon second, the 7 of Cole Wells third, the 83 of Chuck Comer fourth. ladies and gentlemen, as he is one happy guy, the 71 of Jim Body. Woo! Very exciting man. Seems to be making his way down here to the VP Racing Fuels victory lane. Spoke to this guy during an autograph session. Had a pretty good chance that I'll probably be speaking to him again. As he's taking off that helmet, he'll be very excited, ladies and gentlemen. As he's unbuckling the seat belts. He's taking off that seatbelt. Ladies and gentlemen, give him a round of applause. Your Tony Roper Memorial Feature winner, Jim Body. Jim, I spoke to you during an autograph session, man. I didn't know I'd be speaking to you at this spot right here. Tell us about that race.
Oh, man, that was awesome. I didn't know. I knew if I could get under Mike there at the beginning and hopefully Cole wouldn't get a run, I might be able to hold him off. But, man, this is awesome. I just put this motor in. We heard it last week and took it to Yeoman Tuesday morning, put it in this morning, and here we are in victory lane. This is awesome.
4 laps to go. Your catch and lap traffic was what was going on in your mind?
Oh, man, that was tough. Those two were racing side by side, and I'm like, oh, they're holding me up. And then he moved up just enough for me to scoot by, and then we just kept it going.
Jim, what about this crowd showing up in style here for the Tony Roper Memorial and you getting the victory win right in front of this big crowd?
Oh, that's awesome, man. This place is great. I love racing here. I mean, it's luck of the draw sometimes, but man, if you can get around here on the bottom and roll the car, it can be fast. And you guys are great for coming out, man. All this stuff that we've been waiting for to get to go racing, now we're doing it, and it's great, man. Thank you all.
Hey, the clean version, what did you say before you got out of the car? But give us the clean version.
I'd say, F yeah, I just want a late model race.
You just want a late model race.
You got some guys you probably want to thank here. I know it's got you here. We're going to pay some bills. Dirt Track Bank, Wheel, Midwest Sheet Metal, Jack and Dana Jones, Ronnie, all you guys. Appreciate this crowd tonight. Love it. How many times you raced, Jimmy, in this late model?
This would be my 7th race total, I think.
7th time out and wins the Tony Roper Memorial. This carries a lot of clout. This is something that people dream of doing. So pay some bills here and thank some people.
Yeah, Body's Truck Repair. My dad, we've been doing this for a long time. And it's fun, man. Central Case on Budstire and Wheel, Yeoman Race Engines for sure. I mean, that thing's a beast. Henson Heavy Haul, Absolute Graphics. I'm sure I'm forgetting somebody. American Racers, AFCO, man. The list goes on. It takes a lot of work. I got to thank my wife and my son, my daughter, for putting up with all this all these years, and my dad for helping. My Uncle Paul's been helping me out. And Jim Parmley for talking me into one of these things. And Mark Day for hooking me up with one. So.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's what I love about racing. A guy like that winning the Tony Roper Memorial. Doesn't get much better than that. Mark, buddy, had a good run. Finished second. Tell us what was in the mind of Mark Simon.
We can still load it in one piece. Had a real good time. 7th to 2nd. I'll take it. Move on to the next one.
Your son got a victory, I heard, so that's pretty exciting.
Oh, yeah. He started off right. 2 for 2. He's doing better than the old man.
All right, Cole. Hey, I thought I'd speak to you again, but finished 3rd. Good run for the Tony Roper Memorial.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy. I mean, you couldn't have done any better job than Jim Body did tonight. He was just flawless, so what can you say? You got to give it to him.
Ladies and gentlemen, your top 3, the Tony Roper Memorial with the Dirt Track Bank Couch Money Super Dirt Series. Down there in the VP Racing Fuels victory lane. Jim Body winning the Tony Roper Memorial. Ladies and gentlemen, There you have it. Your Dirt Track Bank Cash Money Super Late Models top 3. Stay in your seats. Up next, it's the USRA SNS Recycling and You Pull It B-Mod feature.